Right, yes, so enchia obibia biom na yema wakwaba amfamra pepe Soares channel so awo YouTube. Yedem asesa abrenya bribia no muni edi dwuman. We are extremely grateful that you keep watching us. Me patcho se nene day di kan a wo hwe yin dwumadie bia. Mamodi ase obe subscribe to channel no ede amayen. Se o ta hwe yen but unsubscribe here. Some people feel that subscribe here a long process there be. Uche video ya unsubscribe ya bosa subscribe ego. Odo nsem nia so pe na ten ko subscribed di abetwa to. Eno unofficially na obeye a member of the Pepe Soares family. Please do subscribe for us. Na yeni so hwa mo hwe no me se mo push ye say you will 50,000 subscribers. 50,000 subscribers. On the average per day over 30,000 eyeballs and a share dwumadi a yedi no ha no. That is incredible and we are so grateful. Me patcho video ya wo hwe say o comment bia on the video or question or suggestions, don't hesitate with the baba under the comment section. It you can watch. One thing you must avoid vile insult, propaganda, attacks, and those things. Amoah will be into a drink fabra. The beauty of maturity is that you may disagree with me, but you state your point strongly without necessarily insulting. And that is the beauty of maturity. And the church we are matured. Me no nya dwena sabe me metra na mabedu atam. Me yesa and chese me matured. So you can disagree with anybody, but oba throw comment without insult. Thank you so much. Na ye nyina yen kamum, na yen koyenim. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, ejina akono, nyame eya doma kwesiada 3 p.m. out the Accra Sports Stadium. It is the CAF Confederations Cup first round of the prelims na basu. Now the format is that about 2 games the prelims. And that 2 games in a knockout phase. So home and away, home and away. You are the leading in terms of aggregate scoreline. The score is aggregated, and whoever comes top, be advance. If there's no one coming top after the 2 legs, penalty shootout will be used to identify who progresses to the next stage of the competition. What me we need 2 preliminary rounds now. Then you get to the group stages proper. That is the target of Asante Kotoko. Unfortunately, Asante Kotoko will work of Morocco the 2nd round if they are able to scale the first hurdle, which is Kwara. And Yanya Kawahase, Kotoko beating Kwara, Kotoko qualifying over Kwara is not something that is beyond the might of the porcupine. And Chair Asante Kotoko. Entimi nchai Kotoko da. Yentimi emfa nadi alinum ehunahuna Kotoko. Ni ewia ye de Kwara so be hunahuna Kotoko. Wo yesa onyense nchoni a wo ye adwuma papa. Da be. Na no me kase bi already so mo motatie wa akoma ne se ye nsuro nyame nsa nsuro nipa. Kotoko cannot be afraid of size et say ugly Zamalek. Say who mo pyramids are the investment of my that Egyptian club. Work of Morocco, Dems, Raja Casablanca. Kotoko cannot be afraid of the likes of USM Algiers. I'm talking about the big boys in the African game. Mamlodi Sundowns, no. Now Kotoko sabi through Kwara no maso so there be. You don't have to be afraid of them. You need to respect them. The difference, no. You can't be afraid of them. I respect you. You not underrate them. Then you settle the scores with them easily. You will move at the big platforms. And Asante Kotoko are poised for that. Kotoko team, they've been in Accra for 1 week. And then I am in that. And then I watch Pepe Asante Kotoko. A PM Bibiani, Yanam Kabibiani, or PM Brekum Golden City Park. I said Brekum Chelsea by a goal to nil. Kotoko did not return to Kumasi to train. They only picked the other players and straight away moved to Accra, where they've been camping for the last 1 week. Massive preparations and also I won't cry ahead of this game. Now, Pepe Soares media, Pepe Soares channel, who say you run near digging information near their bro. And Rechi, Albert Amoah, a piquet and knock training. It looked like it could be bad. It looked like it could be bad. But Albert Amoah or a fighter. Albert Amoah. Also I go on. Yes, I can be the D lion, I man junior lion. I'm my Albert junior lion. Or a fighter. He doesn't get down easily. I remember twice last season where he was ruled out. Especially the first time he was ruled out. Doctors were expecting him. Say Kotoko ball, Pando out of Lions, or Boasil in Clay. At that time, Kotoko were down. It was expected, say Albert Tranchen for between 6 and 8 weeks. It was a knee injury. Albert was carried by Kotoko's equipment officer. Okoro Nko the pager and the chairs and Ultima for bars that day. 2 weeks. In fact, 1 week, Kotoko lose to Lions or Boasil, the next game I could lose to Nations or about 45 minutes. The next game I could call Adriana, he led the lines and scored 2 goals. No, a banner could share Future Stars 2-0 FA Cup. He scored those 2 goals. Now could room league game. Hearts of folk, no, I share 1 goal. Now could room that game, our money. Dreams FC Kobo Tuba, he scored. And Sana national team at Nico PM Ghana Nigeria and no Chan team Roko PM. So clearly a branch or a fighter, and he comes very early. So that knock near MCA. But there is no good news. Again, Saaka. Oh no, and so at the end doesn't look good. Saaka at the end doesn't look good. Remember, Kwampoku is not available. Asante Kotoko, say 10 senior team players ahead of this game. 10 senior team players ahead of this game. It could be more. But still, team no prepare say ombeji victory. Adiama Santemai, ombeji victory. Adiama Asante Kotoko. Now on mankasa advance on a career. I'm going to take you through the players who are unavailable for Asante Kotoko and give you specificities. Why A is not available, why B is not available, why C is not available. We're going to do that here right now. Pepe Swahili channel also. YouTube. Mame enra kumase bantama. Oya do confirm to G about no so. A dana enkane na Western Pharmacy woman ho. And a Golden Power Travel and Tour. Golden Power Travel and Tour. As a man fan to him say a bar contour honsem. A contour shaya. A Golden Power Travel and Tour. Now say they apart from so betting to Germany, or they will call also or Schengen visa, or budget visit visa at Netherlands. Apart from so they call United States of America, first timers a 3 month single entry visa. Apart from so they call United Kingdom, especially health workers and health professionals. No PCOS among the Juma. Apart from say or the Ghana for Canada, or the Ghana for United Arab Emirates, no, they are being se back. We are welder. We a steel bender. We a forklift operator. We a 4-year direct employment to Denmark. 4-year direct employment to Denmark for steel benders, forklift operators, and no more. One more air welders. Me patcho aben. Enti obeji director number no afre. First office here. And I could kumase bant. My yam travel and talk. Do one dance here. Chawa. O free year to an amount. A sikajuma. A trust issues. Go and see baby and Pakoni here, Juma. Said about what China, a some by China wouldn't be able. A 2 free yako. Bantama. Would you be so be answer and can a diner Western Pharmacy? The first floor. When a Golden Power Travel and Tour. Number director here, Juma A 054 919 8995 054 919 8995 a 054 919 8995. Na one director Edin Komo. Sanso and a Gets Up Properties Agency, a home of properties. Gets Up Properties Agency, a home of properties. Already HM or Gets Up. Mama Mfantuja say, where Jumokua, a bar, a dine see, a dine to, a dine high, warehouse to see, warehouse to top, warehouse to tongue, warehouse to high. That is his job. Oh, Passasibi Eddie did you maybe. Oh, Passasiato. One cause I was assassin a person tongue. For the chain, I will Get Up Properties Agency. Kumasi or Dakujachi, contemporary leading to Asante Kotoko training or training grounds or no. And I gets up properties, Okonkra or branch or Takrade, Sunyane, Techima, Doma Inkro, Seshi area over Biasa Ope, warehouse, Arentia, a gets up properties agency. Many of my woman, na possibly Japade of you, men found Kujija, or Fasi, Wakontabi, Jones Animano, and Canino, Ubanas as Mausiasi, Utumia, if you by incident. But gets up the Enejuma. Or a registered company or SRDN. So once we're outside of Ghana, na person obey Japade, all pass as yatono. For that gets up properties agency. Now me met with such a gem, and the man gets up, say Banu Kuridia and Hallmark. Number gets up at the Juma, 054 113 5464 054 113 5464 054 113 5464. Gets up properties agency, home of properties, and I may come for the amount. Now quickly, Yan Shan Seven say Adajia any poso. So and now Wednesday, I will the Accra Sports Stadium. Wednesday, I will the Accra Sports Stadium. Kotoko training. On Thursday, I will the Accra Sports Stadium. Asante Kotoko training. On Thursday, Albert Amoah pulled out of the training. Team Yipa. Albert Amoah pulled out of the training. My catcher said, our men are there. The eagle is there. Now, for the purposes of more foot to my, I say, put your fire fat. Say, Pepe training videos ready. That's how the banner opponent. Obviously, your channel, we can say you're building a front. Ghana versus Nigeria. Or the World Cup qualifier 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifier Qatar. You're building with numbers. So Nigerians, baby, sometimes we use English, baby, yeah, for the benefit of our brothers in Nigeria. Inti Kotoko training videos this week, I had to say, supposed to be. Even though we have it, we watch it, we analyze it. So Ahmed Amoah pulled out of the training, sat at the technical bench for a while, decided to come in. The technical team, no more concerns, Albert, there be more interest in the China, and I say medical team, no, so they were all concerned. And in fact, Osabe Tran JBM, Osabe Tran JBM, ye pon training, you know, Albert Amoah, Dauda Saaka, Meba Saaka so. Wamu E2 and among Akofo bars, you know. You could see that Albert was in some form of pain. You could see that Albert was in some form of pain. Now, clear. And now, doubt, but who's the story we are? For your message, no, a message you come Pokunio, Abetamon Zopra, then a bad day. So we decided to as it were, suppress that information and then wait for subsequent training. It's not Thursday this year. It's looking out for Enra. Enra, we are continuing training at our sports stadium. Reason training at our obvious to you and obvious to me. Nyame adman next Saturday game the Accra Sports Stadium. Game at Accra Sports Stadium, no? CAF Champions League prelims, first round. And it's between the champions of Ghana, Bibiani Gold Stars, and a club and JS Kabylie of Algeria. And so, because there is that game, now Accra Sports Stadium, no, and you're available because Enra Gold Stars a training. And I'm presser. Then club Gold Stars, I think Omuko 2 o'clock. No more training. No more presser near 3:30. Then club and the DJS Kabylie. No more training at 4:30. Or more presser. So obviously now Accra Sports Stadium and available. So Asante Kotoko had to move to the Elwak Sports Stadium where they trained on Tuesday. So we training with Elwak on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Accra Sports Stadium. Friday, back to Elwak. None of me shame me busa time paying and the Nigerians training at our stadium. Kotoko may encounter the problem the Nigerians are encountering. Tienye, papers rise in the catcher uti. Uko PM awo Abiekuta the MKO. Let me confirm. My men in Nigeria. Yana Oma Sendia Banano say me boss stadium ni din no em say me botin kakra or share video na no de buy say bros the stadium name na or the abreme etima menya ho adwuma emfama the chance game na so MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta two teams in Nigeria na ebo sa weekend no so Remo Stars ene Kwara enso bebo home ti say de Kotoko ekobo Kotoko ni go Stars ebo no so if the two teams are going away no mo nyina ba home ebebo a ene Remo Stars for ene na Saturday a esenka omo at 3 p.m. Room our the Accra Sports Stadium. Just a match daytime now you training no. And at 3 p.m. the game my checks at the NSC indicate say wamo akache omo so be training no Saturday evening. Your book game ni no be around 6-7 there. No ma so light am. Meanwhile they are supposed to train the game conditions say we are na boss our time no. But there's nothing anybody can do about this. It is a big kosi our Nigeria where will be there. Mobi emeka say yesisi Asante Kotoko se bi ekosi aye mompa yesebisi but should that happen don't say that the team is trying to rob Asante Kotoko there be but that is what it is that I'm able to report to you. Now back to the main story. So Albert Amoah enra ewo Awak Sports Stadium on Friday ewo Awak Albert Kotoko team bats no betisi ye na mrancheni si from we're still looking out for Albert Amoah because he had picked a heavy knock on a Thursday at the Accra Sports Stadium. First player, second player, Albert was about the third player we see from. And when see from so or Toguzo, or see from you could see a player ready for action. It is the reason we say Albert Amoah no. Me person me yan lion. Me Pepe Suarez money me. Afimuni. Afini. Nyamia dama. Utimi tesa me catch radio so ahode ni o dem ahode e de be som de e nyame de maye nye de asom me tie yi e obi a bia nka da bi onye video onye program but that is the strength that God has bestowed on some of us. It is the reason I am called a lion. And Albert person to the lion or a lion. So good news is that Albert Amoah are fully fit and Albert will play the gamer nyame adoma e boss one Albert e be bo Ibitimaka at the Atuja. So Albert, are you fully fit? So we're shaking off the injury scare. But Dauda Saaka and to and shaking off the injury scare. So another Friday training, Dauda sat on the training, on the technical bench with Amoah bandaging the nine, the eyes, I think the eyes, and yeah, the association toto so Saaka Dauda and Saaka, you know, me catch them. Me yi video e de akyerew from a dakoja before Kotoko eko brekum no na one pau special training. He was not participating actively in the training session. So that is it. And it reduces Kotoko's option up front because Kwame Poku ni ho right side and Albert Amoah jina right side na Kwame leading lines. Say Albert eko number 9 right side and Dauda Saaka na special lead but Saaka so available. We'll talk about the other players. But catch us Kotoko see close to 10 senior team players for this particular game. But my team, you know, because I'm there not actively a part of the team. Albert Amoah is shaking off the injury scare. He's part of the team. He will lead the lines. Saaka Dauda and to me and shaking off the injury scare. So Saaka has been taken down by injury. It is not an injury he picked. Training. It is something that is there. They were trying. Say Abia Branch to be healed. He's out. Let me continue now. Makacho exclusively. Sir Branchard Dean Lord Amoah was actively training on a Thursday. A black coach, a divided team, no. Lord Amoah started on one side. But normally, or started baby any first team players, no. First team players, many meaning Uko training grounds, there was a Kamara da Posum, Samba Ablonier. Patrick Dunie, a Daboni Manuenchi, Mamim Tasso. So more training on one side. Now who's Aziz Aruna Dari, Zakaria Fusedi, Henriansu, Francis Aqua, Joseph Amoah, Samuel Tenedu, who's more one sider. It gives you a certain indication based on coach lineup for the games, you know. So Lord Amoah was in the other side where they are not normally those who start, but he trained, and that was good news. Abrante the thing at the Lord Amoah, and no Friday sounds ye training, no Friday, and need just something and Nicasem, Mammy Faway, and so players me no able with the Lord Amoah fast terrace at Tono. Or you training Thursday, you training Friday. Peter Amidu did not train on Thursday, but he trained and kicked a ball on Friday. On the team you training fast terrace at Tono. When Yana Brody catch us say, doubtful. Eti my dika ball abetamu di fit fashion anymore. Saaka fa unknown injury fashion anymore. Peter Amidu doubtful. Lord Amoah doubtful. I know what I'm talking about. So yenya 4 no. Then yamfa play a bit say Kwame Upoku bayi Kwame yamenka onwate. I pray that the excruciating pain you are passing through and conform. Or I catch them say the senior kakra and conform sa. Na regain your fitness in time. Kwame Poku and so no customer will say oh yeah out. So out. But we cry the 6 to 8 weeks I said him. Kwame Poku out. Player number 5, I don't know. Yanko him. Baba Yahaya out. Return date unknown. One minimum dinko, but say I'm call apps no so na mo check live scores o check flash scores who be now team no mo injured na who is unknown. So Baba Yahaya unknown date of return. Elvis Chamber for the same thing unknown. Elvis and she injured. Me see over 10 players, about 10 players I could call me say for this game. My boy say he phone is we are my kind of child. So I brought the day Elvis Chamber for and so out won't to me more this a particular game. Now my main fan just Shaibu Abubakar. And they looking more likely say Shaibu Abubakar. A gem as kind more than Sanka Lord Amoah. The chances of returning no that was so any chance Lord Amoah. Unfortunately, the boy reported to the medical team on Wednesday said still Philippines on the time. It's a Kwadana did Shaibu Abubakar no will not be fit for this particular game. Or also out for anymore. Shaibu Abubakar out. Mobi. Michael Sefa the center back. Michael, so for some weeks now, about 3-4 weeks, he's been doing individual training. Michael Sefa out of this encounter. Out. Completely out. Ruled out. Obviously, Andrew Sintimanu is out. Obienu. Sintimanu out. I think that Mabubo plays the NGN. Now, kind of one by one, he's been at 10 now. So, first player, Kwame Opoku, completely out. Saaka out. There is Baba Yaya out. Baba Enkan won't be Mobi. Shaibu Abubakar out. 4 no. Number 5, Michael Sefa, and also out. 5 players in here. 6, Emmanuel Kote out. 7, Baba Yaya, Baba out. Until Mobi. 8, Elvis J. Buffo or out. 9, Peter Amidu doubtful. 10, Lord Amoah doubtful. Say me de mintabeka out. 11 no. Makacho say we are Kotoko supporter. When you stop to say a word of prayer, don't forget to say one for the playing body. It has been one too many. The injury situation at Kotoko since last season. One reason Kotoko did not win the league was not that Prosper Ugum was not a good coach. Ubianim. One reason Kotoko lost out on the league because of injuries. At a point, go and check the period now. Kotoko Enyas have bad form in the second round. No? You could see and count the number of injuries now a work club with them. It's a mom former players, you know. For Peter Amidu Lord Amoah, there's one school of thought at Kotoko. I say And then you late fitness test on Saturday. Because Saaka anyhow. Saaka down that you will pray. Because Amoah equally the lines, right side of attack, as a Johnson upon Usu any general. If Peter can give us 60 minutes, why don't we do the late fitness test for Peter Amidu Aqua? Emebo. School of Thought back said, get Peter Amidu Aqua ready for the next game at Bebaso, Nigeria. And not say even for the work of Morocco game. Get Lord Amoah ready for the work game. We didn't a beer. And you na kupra. And we consultina sa two players may classify them as doubtful to me a beer mono. But for Saaka, for Kwampoku, Inti Manu, Emmanuel Kote, Babayaya, Elvis Chebrafor, Shaibu Abubakar, Michael Sifa, Isaac Minta, these are players who are completely out of the action. We said in 70 here and Majid Baku at the amount. Oh, Pepper's Rice Channel no so and was you to Mammy Faster Cassia and Farmer Edward did the Golden Power Travel and Tour. Kumasa Bantama, Oya Drew. Confirm run about no. Director aircraft 4-year direct employment to Denmark. 4-year direct employment to Denmark. And Oya steel bender. Oya welder. Oya forklift operator. A 4-year direct employment and a director Edo Elko. But what do you say? Odu Wadebe Chimu Kumasi Bantam. And wafre 054 919 8995. 054 919 8995. Afe Odu Wani Chim Ewa Adako Jachi. Quantempona lead to Asante Kotoko training grounds na. Yes. Ufri wasi kwanoso awokon. Unsa left hand side. Unsa benkum so sa. Ubedru ono. Na adwuma kwa de ede Gets Up Properties Agency. Gets Up Properties Agency. Home of Properties. Na hote di no. Say hadye ye fear Japade any home. Gets Up o pass asiato. O asase o pese o ton. O si fie baabi adu pese o ton. Anase o ankasa wasi o probi fie ato fimua na o pato. Warehouse na o parente. O pe fia rente. O pe event center bi ade adwuma. Bomodi aso be frɛ Gets Up Properties Agency. E was 054 113 5464 054 113 5464. Thank you so much for always watching this channel. We are grateful that you keep watching us. May the Almighty God be with us all. God bless you.